And we should be live. Hello, everybody. How are we doing? We are back to the Dragon Age Taylor's version streams. Apologies, I have been away last week, but we are back. I was feeling a little bit under the weather, but we are back. I have a new webcam here. It's not new, it's quite old, but I want to try it out. Sometimes it can be a bit too powerful for streams, so I want to give it a go. Let me just make a few quick crops while we do this. How are we all doing today, by the way? How is everybody's Monday afternoons, mornings, evenings going? How are things going? It is good to see you all back on the Dragon Age Taylor's version streams. If this is too big, let me know. I don't want it to be too small, but at the same time, decently sized. Don't want it to cover any of the UI. But yeah, how are we doing? Yeah, last week, sorry, had a bit of an illness, but I got that properly sorted. I was having a bit of issues with my ears. I wasn't able to hear properly, but I got that thoroughly sorted last week, so I went to the doctors, and that's why last minute cancelled the stream just to sort that out. But no, all good in that regard. How are we all doing? I think last time... hello, iCity. Hello, Thea. Hello, Ivan. So Taylor made a choice. She did make... Well, she is definitely making a choice today as we embark on, I believe, somebody's romance proper, I think. Yeah, last time we fully invested into the Emmrich romance, at least starting that. Flirted with him a lot. And I can't remember if we did any main missions. I think we did a lot of side content. We killed some dragons. That's what we did. We killed a bunch of dragons. I remember that for sure. And we're firmly now in Act 2, where we are picking up a lot of the companion quest lines. We're dealing with those. We've got to help the Veil Jumpers out, picking up, helping out our allies. There's still a lot of faction work to be done, basically. So yes, we've got that stuff to do. I just want to sort our look at. How is the webcam okay? It's over here instead of being straight on. Trying to change it up. I've also moved my studio around. A lot more to come on that regard. I'm moving a lot of things around, trying to change things up. It's a long-term thing. It won't happen overnight, but I've moved a lot of this stuff around here. Moved my desk over here so there's more space here, so I can show more things off. For the moment, all you're going to see is boring acoustic paneling. But in time, this wall will be very, very much different. And that's why I want to use this webcam more to trying to shake a few things up a bit. So let me know if that is performing okay. It should be. There's no reason why it wouldn't. So we don't really have any amazing armors really to change into. I think that's a big flaw of this game is you are waiting until the end game to get those merchants to level 4, and that comes like literally in the final bit of the game. Wait, is she the archer or John? Yes, she is. She absolutely is the archer. Jack, did you drink the good ginger tea? I don't think I did, but I do have some red strawberry tea here, which is lovely. I don't think I've drank the good ginger tea. Hello, Emily. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Definitely. What I had done was, it's really gross, but I am completely unashamed in it. I had a micro suction in my ear, and it just got rid of all the earwax that has been built up there in the 27 years of life. Didn't realize it was causing so much of an issue. I literally was dealing with it for like 3 weeks, thinking, oh, it'll be fine. It'll just be like with the season changing. But no, there was a lot of gross earwax in my ear. That is now all gone, thankfully. But yeah, it was causing me just waking up with lots of muffled noises and stuff, and it just got very, very, very irritant the past 3 weeks, more so than ever. So yeah, very much glad to get that sorted. And honestly, it's gross, but they actually show you the earwax at the end as well. And it's kind of just satisfying to see, oh my lord, that was in my ear. Gross. But also, I'm so glad it's out now. So yeah, thank you. Much appreciated. I hope you are doing well and all is good with you. I think we're really going to jump on the Emmrich romance today. It's a romance I haven't seen. I've heard about massively. So I am thinking of mainly jumping into that. I'm going to move this as well. still sorting out how this whole webcam thing works. It's a webcam I use for videos and stuff, but sometimes it just crashes. I'm going to be changing to a camera properly for videos in the future, but think for streams and stuff. It's a decent webcam, so it should be alright. Activating a duration ability grants resistance. What does resistant do? Increases resistance to all. Okay, I'm not bothered about that. Electric damage. I'm not really doing much electric. Momentum, yeah, we'll have that. Duration abilities are critical. What else? Area abilities deal 20% bonus damage versus healing. From enemies who are shocked. Again, I don't think I'm doing that much electricity damage. Arrow regeneration, we'll go for that. So, do we do a quest first, or do we jump straight into the Emmrich stuff? What we'll do is we'll go around the lighthouse, we'll chat, and we'll see what everybody else is doing. I can see Lucanis wants to talk to us about something. Let's see.
No. I had to kill a man once who did blood magic on nuns.
These two. Oh, they're going to get drunk.
100 little pigs with hands came after me. All together in one big writhing ball.
Thank you, Heather. I will explain that again in a second after this. Basically, it's a new webcam. Well, it's not a new webcam. It's an old webcam. I just don't use it.
You know what the Wandering Hills are named for? It's a monster. Big heap of red tentacles that crawls around, devouring everything in its path. The damn thing was a hillside.
$10 if he doesn't mention coffee. If he does, I will take an even bigger sip, a bigger gulp.
How did you kill it?
Lamp oil.
Lamp oil.
Everything stank.
Hello, Neela. How you doing? Good to see you too. So I've got a new webcam. It's not a new webcam. It's an old webcam. I've had it since 2021. But I haven't used it for the streams. Sorry, I'm doing that. I haven't used it for the streams because it sometimes crashes or it's too high quality sometimes. But it's working just fine right now. Yeah, changing a lot of things. I've been working a lot on my studio here. This has always been here. But I've always had this turned around. So I've turned this over so I can start putting things on the wall here. I don't want to spoil too much of what I'm going to be doing in the future, but the vibe I'm going for is I want to make this into like an antiquated study. Think like a necromancer study. Think like a bookshelf over here, little jackdaw bird over there, hanging lights over here. You know, a skull, some tomes, some jazz hands, exactly, jazz hands, or necromancer hands, a tome, spell tomes, a bestiary, some like monster schematics. I want to make this into like a proper fantasy study as I continue to cover fantasy games on my channel. But I want it, you know, I've done a lot of fly cam stuff. I've done a lot of content on that regard, cutscenes and stuff. But I kind of want to show myself off more, be a bit more personable on YouTube. I think we live now in at least on YouTube, in an era of authenticity. And I figured, well, I've done so much of the past 9 years on YouTube. What can I do next? What can I shake it up to be? What can I do to distinguish myself even further? And that's what I really want to do. So that is what we are aiming to do, and it's going to be a long-term thing. I've only just got some black vinyl wallpaper today, but hopefully it'll be sick. But yeah, it's like going to take a good couple of weeks, couple of months to fully get it the way I want it. I don't want to do it impulsively. I want to research it proper. I'm looking in this webcam. It's this webcam now. I want to research it proper and give it full justice as I make a really cool YouTube backdrop and try and come across as more personable as possible. Lamp oil, what were we talking about? This is a nice surprise. You're drinking without me. This is a nice surprise. Literary Decaster, me at the webcam.
Of course we're getting along. We're professionals.
We're talking business, Rook.
Are they going to talk about Turlum or coffee? That's the question.
Is anyone else hungry? Maybe I should cook something.
No, but cooking.
What about you, Rook? What's the worst job you've ever been on?
You didn't hear how this started.
Nevin Harding didn't tell you about our hunt for Solus then?
They don't tell it the way you would.
I mean, it ended with the elven god of lies in my head. Is that enough to win the worst job contest?
Yeah, but it's Solas.
You joining us then?
It's Solas, though.
Fine. I'll cook something, if Rook's staying.
Maybe just for a minute.
Rook's story first. Then Lucanis.
Cooking doesn't count as coffee, I don't think. No, we'll let him have that one, John.
Mierda. That pronto.
We'll let him have that one. And there was no mention of Turlum. Hey. Flippin' heck. Right, who else wants to chat? Nev wants to talk. We have Harding and Tash. And then we will jump into either a main quest or then Emmrich. Uncertain to which one first. Right, Nev. Oh, Nev's got a quest for us. Solas already lives in my head. Rent 3. Literally,
I got
Neela.
a meeting
Literally.
with the Threads.
The Threads? What for?
I need leads on Aelia. I'm hoping they have something. Damas asked if my friend was coming.
I wonder
Not sure
if
he
in
meant it nicely.
Joplin, and if anybody knows, let me know. If the intention was after we had chased after Solas was for him to be in our head afterwards, or if Solas was always going to be separate from Rook in that way. Oh, thank you, John Bono, for the super chat. Oh my goodness, lagging. Much appreciated. I'm a man of my word. Really appreciate it, John. Much appreciated. Coffee emoji. Oh, where are we going? Oh, I apologize for the lag. I can't tell if that was just the game or if that is my webcam being weird. No, we're fine. We're fine. Right, who else wanted to talk to us? Tash. Tash and Harding. Where is she? Oh, where are they? Sorry, they are over here. No, they're not. They're over here. Sorry, I'm looking at the stream at the same time. Is it lagging? Are we okay? Is the webcam causing it to crash? I'm unsure. We'll find out. Tash. Here we go.
Hey, remember the dragon we were talking about with the lords? Veil sent word.
Oh, okay. I do want to kill dragons because
Destroyed
it's
a
how I
village
get a
and turned
cool
it into a
flower
new
bow.
lair. I've got the location from the Veil Jumpers. We can go whenever you want.
Oh, Emily. Well, I think there was a quest or something to get Solas out of your head in Joplin. Otherwise, it was a fail state. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So there was going to be some part where you were going to have him in your head. Thank you for reminding me about that. Yeah, because there was a moment where he could literally just kill you. So there was always the intent of Solas being in Rook's head. That was always going to happen. I guess it was just... I guess the how would have been different because the Elganan and Gillinan ritual was in the middle as opposed to it being at the start. So I wonder... It would have probably been the same ritual, just in the middle, I suppose. They've just streamlined it, made it easier, and just cut that entire sequence out where he has an advisor working for him, and then he has his scheme with the agents, and Tavinta and Kunari causing mayhem. They just cut that and went, right, we'll just do this story instead.
Meet me in Ravane? I've got sparring practice with the lords, and I could use the sea air.
Yeah, I wish he was in
So
the
could
game more
you.
too, Hev,
You know,
literally.
that sounds quite nice.
We get, like, he has
All
some
right
of the
then.
best sequences
see
in
you
the
soon.
game, and yeah, there's only so few. There should have been a conversation after Weishaupt and about, you know, the gods. I also really want to know what happened to the other elven gods, besides they were killed in the Blights. Like, the whole Mathal thing, why was she taking their souls? What was the point of that? They were building up to something, and that was just, oh, they're all dead. Yeah, but how did they die? What aspect did Mathal take? What we'll do is we'll kill this dragon, because I think it's the fan scorch where I get this really cool bow, and then we will do Emmrich's quest. What I'm going to be conscientious of is if my webcam is glitching. Let me know if it completely dips the stream, because it's the first time I've tried it proper for a while. Well, I use it all the time streaming when I didn't play games, where we did just chatting and we review trailers and stuff. So let me know, because I do not want it to cause dips or anything like that. Oh, we're talking about Joplin. Yeah, more on Joplin and more. Literally, Joplin would have been perfect. It would have been so ideal. No, we don't want to do that one. The agents for me, like, you know, it's not worth a video now, but even just a conversation of the whole, you know, Solas in Twinter Nights compared to Solas in the Veilguard. Like, those are almost two separate characters in terms of the whole, his agents, his quest line. Thank you, Hev. Game isn't, the webcam isn't stuttering, the game is. Maybe the game just being the game and being weird, who knows. But thank you, appreciate it. Let me know if it does become very annoying, and I will just swap. But we will see. Might need to switch.
All right. The dragon's a fang scorcher that attacked villages.
We'll see how this dragon fight goes, because I can hear
This
the
shouldn't be
audio
too
being a bit
bad,
weird.
right? We fought 2 dragons at once in Hosberg.
The dragons we fought in Hosberg were being ordered around by the gods.
Because I can hear
They were
them
attack dogs.
a bit
This is a
robotic.
wolf. A big wolf. Fighting in her own
A
territory.
big wolf. Ooh.
Be ready. This is your first real dragon fight.
I think I will switch because it is... I apologise. We're going to switch webcams just because seems like it's been a bit laggy. So back to crappy webcam. Doo-doo-doo. And I'm back. And look how small I am now. I'm tiny. Right, I'm going to get rid of that. Give me a second. Just trying to see how this all works. Because sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Oh. Whoa. Editing on the fly. Right, I want it to be a square. So, apologies. Oh, there we go. That'll do. That'll do. Oh, there we go. Oh. Yeah, Joplin. About Joplin. Yeah, like the whole Solas thing. Like, see that already? Yeah, that's already better. How bad are we talking?
Still, even in its lair, this can't be any worse than the Hosberg wetlands, right?
She's a dragon.
Yeah, that's
It's
already
at
better.
least gotta be easier
Okay,
than
so I
the
can't try the
Archdeacon
big,
we
nice,
fought at
sexy
Rice
webcam.
Hawk?
Stay in the trees as long as you can. It's gonna get hot when she sees us.
Tis fine. Yeah, so Solas into Winter Nights. Well, the whole plot lines with his agents and stuff, it's so heavily set up, and it just went to nothing. Ivan, thank you so much for the super chat.
You ready
I
for
would have
this?
liked it if the Inquisitor and their love
Dragon's a
interest
lot
appeared in
different
the
from
Cobbled
the
Swan,
corpse
and the fact they got
stuff
rid of
you
his
usually
petrification was an insult.
roughly
Yes,
familiar
the whole
with their
petrification.
overall anatomy.
Where did that go?
Navarra has a storied
Stop
tradition
lagging.
of dragon hunting.
So
I'll continue on in a
storied,
second,
they
Ivan,
nearly
sorry.
killed all the dragons in that part of the world.
Well, yes. Admittedly, most of my knowledge comes from preserved specimens.
I don't understand why this game likes so much and sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, the fact that there's a choice for your love interest and it's a codex is so silly. It's ridiculous. LMO getting Jack back in the box flashbacks. Oh, yeah, it happened during the Game Awards. I think my big nice webcam. I think for after 3 hours it crashed. So I had to go to my other one, and it just popped up massively in front of everybody as a clown. It was brilliant. It was fantastic. Yeah, it would have been great to have the Inquisitor and their love interest for a scene. I would have, even just if that was, I get it, it's a character model, but there was no point of that being such a choice, just for it to be a codex. And even if you did have Dorian, you did romance Dorian, there was nothing there. It was very good for the Solas stuff, but it should have just been, did your Inquisitor romance Solas, yes or no, as opposed to who did your Inquisitor romance. But hey ho. So, note we've got here. Leaf, there aren't enough veil jumpers for us to wait for reinforcements. Pardon me, we have to do this ourselves. If you play a song on your lute to catch the dragon's attention, I can take Nightfang and circle around wherever it lands. Then you can hide near its hoard. I've got some special arrows I've been waiting to try, and Nightfang can howl to keep the dragon confused, and then hamstring it so then I can get the shots I need. We might not kill the dragon, but we can drive it off. Garrick. It's like if you get Garrus, Vicarian, and Varric together, you get Garrick. Yeah, we'll see how the lag holds up. Again, I apologise. The game lags. There's been so many streams where it's been seamless throughout, and then there have been where it's just decided to lag, and I don't get it, and I don't understand. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the areas. Who knows? Garrick, I joined the Veil Jumpers to meet people and see neat magic. Neat. Not to fight dragons. This is a terrible idea, and you, me, your pet wolf, and the turtle that lives in my backpack are all going to die. Well, what turtle have they got?
Let's go up through there on the left instead.
What's wrong?
I don't know. The way that
Solas felt
debris
more
is
threatening
placed
into Tonight's. I agree.
doesn't look
I
natural.
absolutely agree.
Or like something a dragon
We got to see
You are our expert in
how
these things,
far
Taff.
driven he was
Sure you're
post
correct.
Trespasser, the development of how long that had been, and we gave around a time around like 4 or 5 years since Trespasser. We assumed of his agents are causing mayhem. He never wanted to intervene. He only intervened in Trespasser because he didn't want the Inquisitor to die by the Cunari. He wouldn't have intervened either way. But then, he kind of would have just let the Cun do what they want. If it wasn't for the Inquisition or his somewhat care for them. But then in Infinite Nights, we literally see his agents vicariously through him just stirring up absolute mayhem into Winter. Showing that he kind of, the development of his motivations since then. He very much was so focused on, right, well, this world's going to go. So yeah, they did Solas dirty. It's more like what was the point of Tevinter Nights? I freaking love Tevinter Nights, the stories, the plot threads. But what do they mean? Where do they go now? We read half up front now. I apologise for this severe lag, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to reload. We read half up front now, and what is the point of that story? What is the point of the Vadis and Irilane, or Irene? I said her name wrong massively. I'm going to reload. Irene, Cestus, and Vadis, meeting Gat and stopping the Davarad, and meeting a agent of Fen'Harel, you know, who was going to cause a mass invasion or a mass war between Tevinter and the Qunari. And then having Vadis go meet Varric Tethras and Kirkwall, you know, having Gat back in the picture, you know, representing the Ben Hasthruth, which had been completely scrapped as an idea in the Veilguard. You know, there was that conflict of, right, the Antam are going off and doing their own thing. We Ben Hasthruth are remaining with the rest of the Qunari. You know, we're not appreciating the body, what the body is doing, and they're going off and doing their thing. We don't appreciate that. We're going to stop that. That's also what Three Trees to Midnight showcased too, which Trix Weeks wrote themselves, the lead writer of the Veilguard. So it's like you set up so much stuff, so much ambiguity, so much political mayhem in terms of, like, you know, the Ben Hasthruth not agreeing, Tevinter then in the picture, the Ben Hasthruth and the Antam feuding, and then Solas's agents, were they doing it according to Solas's plan? Were they going against Solas's plan? We don't really know. We don't get that context, but of course they're his agents, so we assume they were. So much ambiguity that was just thrown out the window for, yeah, Solas can't petrify people anymore. He doesn't care about his agents. He realised he had to do it alone. For what? For some reason that was posted in a subreddit chat, not actually explaining the game, which is great. And we get no Ben Hasthruth element to it. We don't get any aspect of their storyline, and we get no agents. We get no Tevinter. You know, we get no Vadis. We get no Irene Cestus. We get none of that, and that's something that's quite ubiquitous for Tevinter Nights. Besides the cameos, like what was the I get the characters were cool, but what about the plot lines? What about the plot threads they were all building towards? There was no point. So that's the unfortunate thing. Like, you go back and you read Tevinter Nights, and you're gonna be like, well, what's the point of reading this? What's the point? What's it building up to? I want to continue that disruptive plot element. I think, oh, go on, Emily. Hell yes.
It is extremely
Please
effective.
do. That's the thing, the whole petrifying thing as well. Why can't they petrify people? Where did that go? Mark Darrah had a good plan, it seems. Side-eye who cancelled Joplin. Yeah.
Antam.
What business do the Antam have in Arlathan Forest?
What business do they have?
But they were setting an ambush.
They certainly didn't reckon with your
Well, they were in
sense
Three
of
Trees to
smell.
Midnight, and they were imprisoning people. What were they doing that for again?
Hit them where they're not expecting us.
The fact that like it's all been reduced to, I get it, and again, I'm not criticizing the writing team. I'm criticizing the previous established lore, and then the lore the lore we do get. Not a personal critique at anybody in particular. It's a critique at, well, you said this, and then you did this. What happened there? You established the Antam in Tevinter Nights, being in the Alathan Forest, you know, capturing cities, taking captives, to work in the forest. Oh, and I can't remember what their goal was, besides to invade and to spread the Qun. And then in this in the Veilguard, it is unfortunately reduced to the gods, which I absolutely makes sense for the Venatori. I like that, it makes sense, but for the Antam, it really doesn't. The Antam should be separate to the gods. They should have been a separate. They were seemingly planned to be a separate threat. This boss seems interesting.
What did the Antam mean?
They had to nerf Solas. He was too great, too powerful,
They only
literally.
came because she attacked villages.
Maybe they baited it into attacking the villages somehow to lure you out here.
For someone named
I think he still does petrify people, though. He just has to cool. He has to cool down.
Let's look around.
Yeah.
I need to know what's going on.
Has to go for a nice big long nap again. Oh, there's a cute little hat here. Should we see what it looks like? It's sad knowing what could have been. It's clear there was so much that was cut. Big stupid top dogs calling the shots and destroying what was shaping up to be an amazing story. Literally, amen, preach. And that's it. I'm not having a go at the development teams. I'm just critiquing the lore that was established as a mad, fanatic lore fiend who has spent, oh my lord, I spent so long talking about these things, and then it just feels a bit pointless and sad that it meant nothing. That it meant nothing at all. That it went absolutely nowhere. It's like, right, okay. Well, what's the point of Twin Knights besides introducing companions that we now know? But even then, I mean, their plot threads were put into Twin Knights. But yeah, like even like Three Trees to Midnight. No, not Three Trees. Down Among the Dead Men introduced such an interesting idea about the nature of spirits and demons, and like having a spirit that held anger and curiosity with Audric, and like that was such a really cool bit in the lore that went also nowhere. Like introducing some really cool topic. You think it's going to foreshadow of, well, we've had Anders and Justice, we've had Mathal, we've got Mathal and Flemeth. You know, we've had other types of characters that are building up to that, and it's showcasing this two-spirit dynamic. And then you have a character with two different spirits, you know, and it went no. And it was interesting introducing an idea like in Asunder, it introduced Cole, and then Cole appeared obviously as a spirit companion in Inquisition, building up even more than what was introduced in Asunder. I feel like Twin Knights didn't do that. Besides giving Nev's plotline, Lucanis' plotline. Emmrich's was hinted at, but it was more in the Twin Knights, the Dragon Age Day stories. Nothing about Tash, besides Lords of Fortune, but again that was separate. Nothing about Davron, besides Evka and Antoine instead. Yeah, anybody think of any others? Nothing coming off the top of my head, but yeah, more just introducing us companions' origins to some degree, and then other bits of lore in the world of Thedas, which is great. But like none of it connected, and that's the thing. And I get it. I'm looking at a very mega scope thing. When there are obviously other issues of the narrative and the story and other plot threads I didn't pick up from previous games, but still, when you have like so much plot threads from a book that you made, and that was made 4 years before the game came out, like what was the point in that? The Fang Scorcher's attacks will lure the Adari's group to you. Capture the Adari and kill the others, then use the Blight to weaken the Fan Scorcher until it can be captured. Gillian will reward us for adding another Fire Breather to her arsenal of dragons. Do this and win the glory of Ascension, the Dragon King. Okay, what have we got? I would keep Solas's petrification in my fanfic. I think we all should. Like, yeah.
We knew the Antam were involved.
Imagine if he just petrified Elganan at the end. Imagine if he petrified Rook because of low approval. Grabs the dagger. Nah, I ain't taking any of that fake dagger bullshit. Petrified. Oh, how sick would that have been? Does he petrify? He does petrify in the bad ending, doesn't he? I haven't done it myself. I've seen it. I think he petrifies if you fail completely. Spoilers. Yeah, he does. Yeah, thank you, Emily. Thank you, Emily. Okay, here's a dragon. Crow of Judgment. Oh, that was the crow. Yeah, with the little crow helmet hat there. I wish there would be more transparency with the team. Yeah. I wanted Jason Schreier article to come out, but I think we're all past it, to be honest. I'll do another I'm going to do another the Veilguard retrospective in a couple of weeks, months' time. For now, it's still all too soon. We all know it, and I think it's been talked to death, honestly. Like, I want to provide something new to the discussion than just repeating what we already know. But just to dissect even further, meander even further, have more thoughts on it even further. But I'm thinking like a 6 month or a 1 year later, which, like nothing anytime soon. It'll be May. Oh, it will be November. To be honest, I am going to be focusing a lot more on, I'm keeping the Dragon Age, the Dragon Age Veilguard streams going, and I'm going to be bringing back Rook Club, which is Dragon Age based. But I'm going to be doing a lot more fantasy video games, as I already have done. The past few recent videos have been Fable, Avowed. You know, we're looking at other fantasy games too. So yeah, Dragon Age, content-wise, is taking a bit of the back seat, just because it just doesn't. It's been so negative, and I feel like I'm just saying things that are not that I'm saying things are negative, but I just feel like it brings a lot of negativity, and it hasn't always been. It's just not been good. Like, we talked about all the development stuff so much, and the lore bits frustrate me. So for the moment, it's like talking about that on the stream with people who want that content, which is great. And then yeah, looking to the stars for what's next for Mass Effect, but also looking at other fantasy RPGs. 4 years, yeah, it's true. No, I get that. I get that I said that Svinter Nights came out 4 years before the game development and stuff like that. It's just interesting that they released a book that went nowhere in terms of plot threads. Besides introducing characters that weren't massively in the book to begin with, besides Nev and Lucanis. Hell yeah, Thea!
I'm up already.
They've got us trained. Keep going, Emmrich.
So hopefully we get a nice bow after killing this one. Cole and Fenris should have been at... Yeah, I agree. 100%. Fenris should have been working with the Shadow Dragons. I really wanted Fenris and Dorian to meet. That would have been... I mean, they did meet in... No. Marius... Pardon me. Marius met Dorian in Mage Killer, which was like similar to how Fenris would meet... what's it called? Fenris. Marius is quite similar to Fenris, which would have been a similar interaction to how Fenris would have met Dorian in Mage Killer. Because Marius, like Fenris, hates Magisters. He's a Mage Killer. Very much what Fenris has become lately as the Blue Ray. I am not dodging them now. What's it gonna do? Yeah, I do like the ending where Rook does go down with, yeah, with Solas. I think that's a brilliant ending, to be honest. Both get locked in the third, like, yep, bye. So yeah, I don't really do shock damage. I feel like I'm doing more, well, I am doing more necrotic damage. So I probably should go down the path near Duelist so I can get more necrotic damage. Hello, Jen Marie, how you doing? It is Wednesday indeed. How are you? We are back with a Taylor's version stream. We're around the midpoint of the Veilguard. I would say maybe a bit further. And today we are going to be romancing, or hopefully starting the romance of Emmrich. Thea, by the way, I heard in Fable you start ugly if you choose to be bad. Is that true? So in Fable you start between choosing a male or female character, and they start looking fine. In Fable 3 you're like the monarch, so you look pretty good. Fable 2 you start and you are like an urchin on the street, so you look a bit rough. But yeah, the better you, the more good you are, the more like good features you get, more like the more polished you look, the more the evil you are, the badder you are. You become more demonic, or you get demon horns, or things like that. And there's certain things that happen to you, or the more the more wounded you get in battle, the more battle scars you get. So yeah, your appearance changes depending on how you play massively. It's such a great system. Now, it's not crazy. It is also like a 14... Well, Fable 3 is 14 years old, so it is an old game, but it is sick for what they accomplished. Come and get me. Yeah, Neela, yeah. I always loved that in How in Fable, with a high enough morality, you'd get butterflies that fly around you. Literally. I have tentatively positive feelings for the next Fable game. I like playground games a lot. I know they make racing games, so it's very different to making an RPG, but as a team, as a studio, really good. Hello, San. How are you doing? It's Wednesday morning, afternoon, evening. Is it even Thursday for you? How is it going? Get that. I forgot. We gave the turret a nickname, and I've already forgotten. Should we call it? What would Taylor call a turret? I don't know. Oh, Benjamin. We'll call it Benjamin like a cat. Yeah, Benjamin. Benjamin's our turret. Or Olivia. We'll go for Benjamin. Oh, I know that not many people here are British, so I'll ask DeCaster. DeCaster, you're probably not, but are you a Sam Fender fan at all? Did you hear what happened in the news? Not in the news, but trending in the UK yesterday. It was hilarious. It involves a sausage roll, which I know sounds so random, but it just came into my head. There we go. Right, give us the bow.
Chakra to Ebra. Chakra to Ebra.
Evening chilling with our girl Tate, hell yeah.
Dragon Slayers.
Emily, I would have
Now let's see
loved
what
an
she had
option
in
to
her
have your
lair.
Inquisitor go down with
that big building
Solas.
over there.
Yes, like that would have been worthwhile reason to recreate your Inquisitor. Literally, can you imagine that? That's literally what like a huge part of the community space fandom Solar Villains wanted. I will go down with this ship, and even in the early articles, they were like, we look at the, and again, I'm just repeating what they said, not calling anybody out. But the team were like, oh, we were very much aware of people who want to kick Solas, who want to throw him out of a building, and who want to join him. And we are
Let me know when you're
creating
ready to get out.
avenues for all those kinds of things, which didn't really happen. I saw the trailer for Wayward Realms a few days ago. Oh, I have not looked at that. Should I look at it? Should I have a look at that trailer? Wayward Realms. I don't think I've heard of it. What about where their personality changes with your approval? Is that regarding Fable, Thea? People will have an opinion about... Oh, there we go. Grip and rip. We've got a butterfly bow. People will just... I think they mention your appearance. I forget. All good, DeCaster. No, basically, somebody had got a Greg's sausage roll
Just tell me when you're ready.
all the way from England, took it on a plane, and went all the way to France, where Sam Fender was playing last night, and then he gave it to Sam Fender at the front of the stage, which I thought was hilarious. And he also ate it. Sausage roll went over 300 miles,
Let's head now.
and it arrived in Sam Fender's mouth. Okay, we've got the bow that we wanted. It's definitely
Trophy
giving
from the Fang Scorcher?
Taylor
She
Swift.
was a good fight. You gonna whine and complain every time we hunt a
I'll
dragon?
read your comment in 2 seconds. Oh, Neela. Neela, I always loved the idea that Solas's redemption is harder or easier based off the relationship with the Inquisitor, literally. And I haven't done it with a non-romanced Inquisitor. So I don't know what's it like when you don't have a romanced Inquisitor. Does the Inquisitor just go, okay, yeah, cool? Because I feel like the ending I got should have been like deservedly Solar Villain, or there should have been an extra Solar Villain ending. I think there should have been more nuance of the Solar Villain ending. There should have been more option. Again, this is ideal. I'm just speaking theoretically. There should have been more to it, more choice to it, more substance to it, but also different on were you Solas's friend, were you his enemy, or were you his lover? I don't know what happens if you don't like Solas as an Inquisitor and you don't want the Inquisitor to redeem him. What happens? Does anybody know what happens in that regard? You still redeem him though, don't you? It's just they don't like each other, right? Every time?
What do you mean, every time? A lot of dragons out there. They can stay out there. When you were standing over the dragon, you said something. Chakra to Ebra. It's the same thing your mother told you. You struggle the way you are?
You must struggle with what you are. It's what she told me when I was a kid. Still does. So I don't let the dragon out.
Meaning your fire breath?
It's not just about the fire. It's about how stuff makes me feel. What I do when I'm angry.
A temper's no big deal. You're in control.
I've seen you get angry. When we first met, I saw you wreck those Antam who were after the Vinsummer.
Assholes.
But you've got it under control.
Barely. I can get this rage where I just have to break something and I can get stuck in arguments, needing things to be a certain way. The Antam would have turned me into a berserker, breathing fire across the battlefield, killing anything in my way. I don't want to be that.
You're allowed to feel things. You're allowed to feel things.
Tosh, you can't be afraid to feel things.
No, weren't you listening? It gets too much.
You can control what you do about those feelings, yeah, but that doesn't mean pretending you don't feel them. You are Kunari. You have the discipline to use those feelings when they help you, and control them when they don't. I mean, we just killed a dragon, thanks to you. How hard can anything else be after that?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Think I'm ready to talk to my mother about who I really am.
Yeah?
Yeah. I just killed a dragon. How hard can talking to my mother be after that?
Might invite her to the lighthouse. Maybe that way she doesn't spend the whole time talking about that old tablet. I'm still a little concerned about whoever sent the Antam. They mentioned the Dragon King?
Yeah. The asshole who's capturing dragons and blighting them for Gillinane. I'll ask Isabella to look for him.
Isabella.
Still a stupid name.
So Thea said
Dragon King.
that...
Dragons wouldn't have kings. They'd have queens.
The game we were talking about before, Wayward Realms was it called? It's a bit like Skyrim, it
The
seems.
trap had failed.
Lore could be deep.
Fang Scorcher was dead. But the Dragon King was a patient hunter.
I wish that this questline was Rasan instead
in the Lords
from
of Fortune,
Division Knights.
to set a new trap,
but no.
and the bait was
So
sure
Master and
to bring
Rasan,
Tosh.
for those, was she was introduced in the comics with Isabella and Alistair and Varric, and her and Isabella had a massive fight. She tried to use Sarkamech against her or something like that, a mind controlling potion thing, and then she was brought back into Divinity Knights. We may as well meet Harding. Sorry, Thea. So the lore could be deep. I heard they have a book to the universe. That sounds. I mean, I'll check out the Wayward Realms. I mean, I love Skyrim and lore all day, every day here for lore. Does the choice to save him or end by any means necessary in the character creator matter in regards to the ending? That's literally my question to Emily. Yeah, does it actually matter, or is it just Solas and the Inquisitor don't care for each other anymore? Like, what is that? The caster, I was just wondering that, like, what if you romanced him but vowed to stop him and don't encourage Inky to help? Literally. Is Inky involved in the ending? Literally. Yeah. Sand, no, you haven't missed anything yet. We're going to go and date Emmrich today. Bye, Ivan. Thank you so much for joining. So, Neela's put, from my understanding, no. His redemption is solely based off Mafal's essence and whether Rook uses it or not. I could be wrong. No, I think you are right, Neela. So, I want to know what the hell happens with bloody... What's the point? So is that 2? Which choices do matter then?
What foul-hearted spirit tugs at
Do
the
any
corners of your
choices
lips
matter
to
in this
turn them
game in
down
terms of the
so?
ones that you import?
What?
The romance doesn't matter, which we already talked about before.
I'm fine. I'm just
Do you redeem or
thinking
want
about
to
what I could do better in the next
not
match.
redeem,
You fought
confront
valiantly
Solas?
last
What is it?
time.
Redeem or fight?
I lost to a bunch of deep stalkers.
Redeem or what? There was no word. I can't remember. That one. Redeem or want to hurt or want to stop Solas. And then there was, what's the other choice? Romance. Romance. I'm blanking. Romance. Who you romanced? Who the Inquisitor romanced? The relationship. And if they want to redeem, yeah, no, yeah. What was the other choice? I forget. I'm blanking. What was it? Disbanded. Thank you, DeCaster. Or whether you disbanded the Inquisition or not, yeah, none of them actually had an impact. It would seem. Besides dialogue choices. We will chat to Harding while we're here. What have you got? I need to look at that bow. Oh, Sand, we're going to get to the Emmrich stuff next for sure.
Good timing. I think I'm done for the day. The Lords of Fortune don't mess around, do they?
Literally, Emily, the only choice
Hey,
that
thanks
actually
for the
mattered
lessons.
or had side
I'll be
effects
back.
is to some degree whether you romance Solas or not.
I'm beat.
And that really is only
I just gotta...
a cutscene.
You just gotta...
Do you feel that? It's dark. And they're so afraid. So alone.
Hurting? What's happening?
There's so many of them.
Yeah, Emily. Let's
How would I
sigh.
head?
Let's sigh. What noises do horses make?
Much.
How would a horse sigh? Shit, talk to me, please.
Shit. Oh, shit. Hey, let's just talk. Talk to me.
I could feel it. Rippling through the stone. Confusion. Isolation. Fear.
Whose fear?
Whatever
Linnae.
was
How do you
after
say
me
Linnae?
has turned on the
Linnae.
dwarves.
How would a horse pronounce
It's drawing
Linnae?
me out. Drawing
I-
me down.
You don't like it, Hev? Oh, continue. Okay, here we go. So, do we romance Harding and ignore Emmrich, or do we go for Emmrich? So 2 choices are an illusion, basically. Yeah, and even then, it's just a cutscene that changes, which is redonkulous. When you literally go in Dragon Age Keep. That's why I think the biggest criticism of this game is just when you replay it and you play the other games, because then you go back to 2. Well, you go back to 2, and there's still many consequences from Origins, so sparingly. But then you play Inquisition, and there's so much that you could have imported. Didn't say I didn't like it. No, but what's an accurate way that a horse would say Linnae? I don't have my phone on me. We are near a traveller's camp at work, so whenever I go for a walk at lunchtime, there's like loads of horses that are outside, and they're so cute. I feel really bad for them because they are just tied up there, and they're just like there looking at you, and it is really sad. So I do know what kinds of noises they make, but I don't know what a Linnae noise would be. Anyway, don't joke about romancing Emmrich. Okay, don't do what it wants. I'll come with you. It's a trap. It's a trap.
Trap.
Obviously.
You're going
What?
anyway. Of course.
What was that?
I'll pack my things.
Trap.
Hey Tash, you talked with your mother lately?
I'm here to hit things.
That's a yes then.
They snort like blowout. They snort like. Okay. Okay, I can snort. It's how they release tension. Aww. Linnae? Admiral Akbar, it's a trap! I can't do that. That actually hurt my voice even trying. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, the bow. Let's have a look at the bow. So we have a legendary bow. Well, we already have a really, really good bow, to be fair. Each weak spot you hit increases weak spot damage. That's really good. So what does this one do? 7 more arrows. It fires 3 arrows at the same time. Ooh, should we have a look? I'm not even using the legendary bow. Why am I looking at that? I'm using this one. Right, are you ready? Look at that. There we go. Now we're getting more Swifty. Now we're getting more T-Swiss. Little by little. Hey. Look at that. This is perfect for our romance questline because now we've got flowers to show Emmrich. How cute. Does it got any cute sound effects? It does shoot 3. There was a Bone Inquisition that shot 3 arrows at the same time too. It was sick. There is actually a character around here in Twin Nights. I'll show you all. I can't remember if I've talked about him before. He's also a tiny character.
So
the game's lagging again, and what I did last time was I exited to menu and get back. We'll be alright for now, but if it continues to lag, I will go back to main menu. So, in Genitivi Dies in the end, there's a Lord of Fortune called Matteo, and Matteo rides the cabin, or the horses, speaking of horses, for the gang, and here he is. Here's Matteo. He has like 3-4 lines of dialogue. And there he is in the flesh. So we do want to get better armor. I have 100%. It's just, what do we get? I need to get to level 4. We're so close but so far. Now that looks like a sick blade. Oh, we'll have a look at Search's kit, eh? Should we see what that's like? So we'll go back and see what Sting's like as well.
Good, then some helmets.
Fortunately, they do have access to water and roughage, Emily. Yeah, they fortunately do. I just feel sorry for them. It's really sad. I mean, I get it. They are, as you say, they are trained to stand. It's just doesn't look like they're always treating the best conditions. So we will go back. I want to get some new out, but we'll see what this one we just got is. So need a pretty outfit indeed. Will all the companions pair off with the same people if you don't run them? Yeah, I think so. Nevin Lucanis pair off, or Emmrich and Strife pair off if you don't romance them, and Harding and Tash pair off. Is that Emmrich wanting to speak to me? Oh, it is. Yeah, I don't think, unfortunately, there is no more agency than that. It is just those specific scripted pairings off. So we've got a cute Sting. Where's Sting? Are you Sting? You're not Sting. Is Sting another blade? Sting seems to be another blade. A Sting. Did I get a sword that I can't even use? A skin. Literally can't even see it. Am I being silly? I don't think I am. No, there it is. Let's have a look. Does that look good? Does that? I mean, it does suit Tata. Is it big though? That is fine. That's fine. I don't like the fact that it clips, but we can't do anything about that. And then we got this. How does this look? Yeah, not for T-Swiss. Like almost, but then it just doesn't look. Yeah, no. Also, no. That just doesn't look romantic. I mean, I like the fact that there's no clipping. We'll go for this one, eh? Yeah. Put this one on. It would be brilliant if Rook had the power to stop people getting together. I agree. Like, nope. Sorry. I mean, the Treviso Crow is pretty sick. Just checking if I've got any others. Oh. See, these were all in Inquisition. I would have loved to have known what the meaning behind these mosaics were. Like, I always thought it represented one of the gods, like Elganan, because it's a sun thing. But there's no explanation for it here. That's a song sheet. That looks cute. Oh, the sacrifice is cool. Okay, fine. Beloved textbooks. Yeah, we'll have textbooks as opposed to a chess set. Because we can put the chess set here if need be. Right, that'll do. Let's go speak to him. Oh, Jem Marie. I deeply missed the option to tint armor. Amen. Literally. I wish you could tint armor. I miss that so much. That's what just the customizability of that. The customization of that was
But
sick.
of course.
It's the only lead I've got.
My dear Davron, I'll be as careful with this cloth as if it were burial silk from the Storm Age.
You heard that right,
This will be
Manfred.
so instructive for Manfred. Ah, Rook. Just in time.
Up to no good, eh?
The two of you together? This looks like trouble.
I knew you
The
were
beginnings of it, we
trouble
hope.
when you walked in.
That piece of cloth I tore off the gloom howler back at the cauldron still has some of its blood on it.
And now, through the application of necromancy, perfected by the Morn Watch through years of meticulous,
Yeah, we're trying to figure out what the gloom howler is.
rather discern its nature.
How?
See, this was at least a brilliant plot thread that came from one of the
setting it
books.
on
So I do
fire?
love that. I do love that.
Patience.
I will
to
give them
discern
credit there, 'cause
one
that was
must
sick.
Sometimes destroy.
Really, really good. I will give them that credit there.
Ah, yes, of course. How interesting.
What is it?
It says this was elven blood. This was a person.
Hello, Loris.
But it howls.
A corrupted person. Not always
Yes,
a
bring back
monster.
tinting armor,
Something
please.
else. Dirthsel. I'm unfamiliar with the meaning.
An elven word for covenant, like a promise or a blood oath. I think I get it. An elf who took a vow, then gets blighted. An elf who knew about griffins and warden's secrets.
Almost as if...
It was a warden.
I wish my Inky could have romanced my Rook too. Also wish Rook could have romanced Solas. A traitor! Huh? We're gonna say, huh?
The Gloom Howler was an elf? How does that work?
Blood never lies.
Something else is going on here. I'll put out the word, call in favors, see who might know more. But thanks for your help, Emmrich. You, discerned well.
My pleasure.
Emmrich's a good discerner, eh? Right, shall we go to the Morn Watch Mortality? Oh, no, we'll talk to Tash. Oh, wait, no. Nah, we're going to go speak to it. We're going to go do it. We're going to go do it. Screw them. We don't have any new armor yet. Okay. Maybe I can get a crow one, because look at that. It's excellent. That is excellent. Maybe I can do a quick few quests. I want to look really good, you know. We want to get the new pardon me, the new gear. The level 4 merchant. I'm pretty sure excellent means I can get it. You know, we've got the bow now. We want the robes, the aesthetic, the fit, the whatever you want to call it. The drip.
Always eager for your business.
Oh, I shouldn't have sold my bloody valuables. Right, okay. Is there any quests we can do here? Because we're so close, level 4. We're so close. We're like 200 points away. Quests. Any. Quest. Give it to me. Come on, there's got to be something. Treviso. Come on. Right, well, we're going to have to kill some stuff. We'll kill some stuff so we can go sell some stuff, alright? Just because I really want some new armor. We've got the new bow. Now we're getting new armor. No, it's lovely to cast it. It's lovely, but I wear that one all the time. I want some new drip, you know? It is much appreciated, though. A discerning gentleman of excellent taste. And what more does our discerning gentleman of excellent taste deserve than an equally well-dressed companion? I would have loved a love triangle flipping it. Yes. Yeah. Solas loves Inky. Inky loves Solas. But also Rook. Now in the midst. That would have been funny. Can you imagine? Proper love tryst. Right.
More undead.
We're just going to kill a bunch for a while. So if anybody wants to chat about anything in particular, throw any questions or conversations away. Because all I'm really doing for a bit is, yeah, a bit of combat here and there. While we get some valuables to sell some shiz. Rook is the betrayer. Can you imagine that? It would have been a very fun twist. Also, we get to try out this bow.
Say the word.
Which I will need to enchant.
Save a little for the rest of us, Rook.
Ready and waiting.
Oh no! The caster had to come in there. Solas loves Inky. Inky loves Solas. Nobody loves Rook. That's it. Rook dies alone in the fade with nobody. That's what you want, right? No love for Rook. How does one get down there? If Rook even looks Solas's way with dirty intentions, my Inky would throw hands. No dirty intentions. Elegy to a dead spirit. Sketched on living bark, these Veilfire runes impart to the sensations of both ancient dignity and a piercing grief. That which is ephemeral changes the ephemeral in others. The light of being never goes unseen, far sown memories remain. Though you are no memory, what endures now has no name save yours. Right, let's go down here.
We need to close in.
You know what? Get the cannon out. Did that even... Am I even hitting anybody? As you should, Emily. Want to cause chaos. As you should. Want to see how far Bio would go with Solas, with Rook, the Inquisitor. How much of an RPG they would have made it.
Since when did the Antom fight alongside undead?
Especially as they don't appear to be controlling them.
Ooh.
It's over.
Cannon? Cannon indeed, June. It is the Saboteur's Saboteur? Is it Saboteur? The Saboteur's Ultimate. It's fantastic. It's so fun. Oh, Feldstein. When we first started, this was a safe place for spirits who joined our cause to find peace from the stress of battle. Now, I don't know. Not a lot of spirits use it any longer. Have they grown stronger? Or has the fight against the Evernerus made demons of us all? Ooh. Pondering words there from Palestine. So, the cannon, June. Saboteur, yeah, I got it right. It's so sick. Yeah, it's the ult for the Saboteur. It's just absurd and brilliant. And you even throw it at the end. Imagine how much betrayal, how much worse his betrayal would be if Solas, if Rook fell for Solas. Be pretty good, like. Solas can be served his own medicine, literally. Who better for Solas than somebody who will betray him? Beat him at his own game. Got two over there. Right, I came here to stop the undead from the hauntings, which will actually take us to the what do you call it? The Grand Necropolis. But we do want to get the Antivan shit sorted first. Right, did I just completely avoid that? Yeah, I did. Okay, great. I'm on a mission to 100% Veilguard at the moment, and I found a few things I missed in my first playthrough. Oh, what have you found? A few things that I missed in my first playthrough. What did you find? What have you found, DeCaster? Enlighten us. Please do. Tell us.
Again, I'm so sorry Manfred keeps wandering in while you're asleep, Lucanis.
I think he wonders about spite. Curiosity has feet. We have enough feet already. It has feet.
Spite, you've your own body to share.
I'm right here, you know.
Hello, MG. How you doing? Happy Taylor's Version Wednesday. Jean-Marie, thank you so much for the super chat. Got to run, but get yourself a nice cuppa next time you're out and about. Thanks for being a bright spot on internet with most of Jean-Marie, thank you so much for supporting my channel and content. Much appreciated. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I will get myself a coffee on Friday in Manchester and think of this super chat. Much appreciated. Thank you for lightening up my Friday afternoon already. Much appreciated. Thank you. Far too mean on Solas, Emily. No, I think you are just right. I think we are all just right. I think out of all the shit he's done, you know, we could be meaner. If anything, we're being more mean to Rook by saying Rook and Llewellyn will have a nice happy ending. Sorry, Llewellyn and Solas will have a nice happy ending, and Rook will die alone.
Say the word. Of course.
Freeze. Yeah, MG, we just got the flower bow. Literally. Now we're after some better armor. Which we're gonna get. We are gonna do it. Veilguard is the game of I can fix him. I've never knew about some of the side quests in Docktown, uncovering the Venatori's human trafficking spot. I think I've done that one, yeah. What I need to do is get the little candle dudes. To be fair, I actually do think Taylor may have got them all. I can't remember. Double check. Are we in a circle? Also, chest in an Acropolis I missed, which had an amazing view. Well, hey. If we go there today, can you tell me where it is? Dude, the chest in this game send my OCD into overdrive. I completely get that. As you can see, I have got all the chests ticked off in this area because I am quite similar in that regard too. It's like I have to get it. I don't want to have to come back later. I need it now.
Yeah, weird.
Is there anything that happens with all the candle little dudes, DeCaster? Veilguard is I Can Fix Him, No Really I Can, which is a Taylor Swift song. Right, can we see the other little dude statue? No. Right, well what I might just do is just go over here, go to the area of the big sexy tree and kill some mobs. Are you playing any mods? I am not. Jevoxy. No, I'm not. Might do that down the line, but not currently. No, had a lovely person I believe called Sophie. That is in the description. Who created T-Swiss, completely based on the game's current character creator. Apologies for the bit of lag we're getting. It's just been a bit weird. It'll calm down, I'm sure. If not, I'll reload.
We need to close it.
All we're doing right now, for those new who have joined, is we're just going to be killing some mobs, getting some more resources so I can get some new anti-human crow gear. I've got like 200 points away from getting the level 4 merchant. Stop lagging! Give it a pause.
Get clear.
Oh. I'm gonna blame the lag on that because I wasn't looking. Thanks, Emmrich, my bro. Who even is this dude?
Get back. I'm ready again.
Okay, we're back. We're back. There we go. Let's calm down now. There we go. Right. Are you gonna eat some beans, Sarcaster? That's the real question. What are you eating, Sarcaster? No, 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 no. Right, cannon time. Yeah. That is so satisfying. Can't even see anything. But it's brilliant. MG, completely understandable. I will try to avoid any spoilers as you haven't finished the game in terms of talking about them. Oh. Oh. Freeze.
Move quickly.
Chicken and noodles. Ooh. That sounds pretty good, to be fair. Rook falls into an influence check and has to fight. Look, look what you made me do. Yeah, anti-gene. Yes. Ooh, yeah. We love to see it. Oh, shiz, we need heals. Too busy dodging and not even focusing on the elf. There we go. Go on, Benjamin, do something. Yes, Benjamin. Look at him go. Oh. I do miss slowing down time. Oh, ah. Right, where'd he go? Where'd you go? There you are. Oh, we need a name for the cannon. Oh, no worries, you've ruined it for yourself. Brilliant. Come on, Benjamin, go. Then this is just a basic casual fight as well. I'm not even sure who these dudes are, because this is where the final Crossroads fight is. So we just figured we'd come back with some shits and giggles, but yeah, that. There we go.
Still alive?
Right, do you reckon we've got enough resources yet or not? I think we need to at least visit the sexy tree, right? We came all this way. It will be rude not to, right? Right, where are you, sexy tree?
You'd be surprised how often the crows visit Nevarra, Emmrich.
Oh, yeah?
Our nobility will have its contests.
And the deepest pockets in Thedas. You know how much it costs to put a contract on a king?
I'd rather not, if you please.
Right, let's get to the sexy tree. Forget Emmrich, we want the sexy tree. Been teased about that romance ever since 2020? Year play 2020. And we didn't even know who Professor Emmrich Volkrin of the Mornwatch was. Oh, what was that? How come we just got blew away? What happened there, eh? Go on, Benjamin. Now they all call the cannon Olivia. We're just giving them names of Taylor Swift's cats. So we've got Benjamin the turret, we've got Olivia the cannon.
They're down.
We'll do that. Right. Sexy tree. I think it's in the other area actually. No? No, it's over here. Sexy tree. Where are you, sexy tree? It's definitely in the snowy area. Ah, it's over here. Yeah, this way, the sexy tree. Okay. I think. Yeah. There, we can see. Her branches. We can see her branches. Literally, Emily. Literally. Oh my goodness. Absolute travesty. Go on, go down there.
That's probably her.
Right. Oh, there's her branches. We're getting close. Oh, hello. Remember seeing her for the first time. Seeing that misty green snow, being like, oh, the goop just adds to the charm. Covered in blight boils and goop. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sticky. How else would we know if it's happy to see us? Well, yeah, it's true. And right now it's going to be so gloopy and blight boily. Look at it there. Oh, it must be very happy to see us, right? Go away. I want to get a photo of the tree. They're trying to ruin our romance time.
Thanks, Lucanis.
Benjamin, get in there. Come here. Oh, MG, don't MG. That's not safe for work. I suppose if you could look at it in a different light, they could be beans. Could the blight be beans? All this time? Right.
Ah, nicely done.
Starts leaking land of lakes. Oh, yes. Right. Can we get a nice shot inside inside the tree? Where's the best angle? I like seeing the branches. Under her. I need these two. Okay, I can make them go away in the photo mode. Like, Emmrich, you're ruining it. You're ruining the shot, bro. What about Emmrich and the tree? Huh? Oh. That's what we want. Yeah. Right, sorry, but bye, Emmrich. You are not wanted for this scene. Right. I do declare gasp. Right. What have we got? What do we want? Wait, we don't want it to be too out of focus, do we? You know? Autofocus all the time. That gets me. Right. Yeah. Right. Okay. The disrespect towards my mains. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? That's quite surreal. That's quite romantic. He was in the way between me and my love. Sorry, but I've known about this tree since 2020. We need the vignette. The vignette, or however you say it. Get that saturation so you can really see the... Oh, it's pulsating. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at that skull for the added detail. Is that the screenshot button? Yes, it is. It just took a while to do its thing. Taylor's found love, finally. At the sexy tree. Right, what other shots can we get of this tree? Let's just get a shot of the tree itself, eh? Look at it. Whoa. We talked about this tree for so bloody long. For so long. So long we talked about that sexy tree. And now, behold its beauty. What do you think? You have penetrated the tree with your arrows. Have I? Oh no. Right, let's get a close. Let's get a nice shot of T-Swiss next to the tree. Maybe we'll just get a headshot, eh? She's looking unbothered there. Yeah, I wish I could change the facial expressions a wee bit. Like in quite a few CCs, you get to change the facial expressions. Well, we've got her right behind the tree there, which kind of looks cool. Looks blighted, though. All those blighty bean boils. It kind of look like beans in this, you know, if you look at it from an abstract POV, eh? Anyway, right. Okay. Let's go see if we've got enough valuables to sell to the crows. If not, then... Well, we might need to get more, because I really want to get some new armor before we do any quests with our lad, our man, Emmrich Volcaron. Oh, I love Cyberpunk Decaster. Yeah. Will you...
Let's do business.
Is this going to be... No, 50... After all that work, we only got 15 crow points. Oh, what? How can I get more? Maybe I need to do stuff in Treviso.
Come back soon.
Would you say it's throbbing? Oh, Emily, I would absolutely say it's throbbing. What do I need to do to get more points besides doing quests and doing the main storyline and all that stuff? I could try and do Lucanis' quest. All that effort for 15. That was like a good half hour, right?
My dear Lucanis, I can't simply tell Navarra's nobility, please stop hiring crows to assassinate our king.
The contracts. It's becoming a
MG.
problem.
Sorry, I have completely forgotten to do them today because I had a client meeting and all that.
7 times.
So no bean manicure today, but one sweet day, eh? How you do it is, what you do is you get your Heinz beans, you get them in a bowl, or a Tupperware, bit of Tupperware, and you put them in the microwave, and then once you've cooked them for about 4 minutes and you grated some cheese on top of there, you then just nicely dip your fingers right in them, and then just give them a little wiggle inside the bowl, and just level them onto your nails like so. And just let them get in there proper. And don't let them stop. And yeah, the outcome is magnificent. Ravenous. Most people would be eating those beans out of your... licking the beans out of your nails, really. You know? Purely ravenous. It is the height of fashion and sex appeal in the United Kingdom. It's true. It's true. And anybody who says otherwise, they don't know. Cheesy bee nails. See, the caster knows because the caster's also from the land of Inger, the Anglo-Saxon land, and the caster knows it's true too. I bet you right now the caster has been nails. It's true. How do I get that chest? See, now my OCD is kicking in, because how do I get this one? Is that a quest I have to do? Do I have to go, like, how? Oh, Cyberpunk's photo mode is... Oh, Cyberpunk's photo mode is so... That's the thing why I'm talking about facial expressions, because, yeah, you've got the poses and all that stuff in Cyberpunk, and it's so good. Beans and Yorkshire tea, dangerous and possibly combustible. It's true. It's true. I do indeed... See, Heather, I do indeed... Sorry, DeCaster. I do indeed have beans all over my person. Literally. Literally. It's just the status quo here. You know? Right. I don't want to get 15 more points by killing like 500 more enemies. A little wiggle. What we're gonna do is we're gonna wear the nice one that the caster told me to wear in the first place, and then we'll do Emmrich's quest. That's what we'll do. Thanks for the help. You're welcome. But I do really want that crow armor, and we're so close. We're so close. Like 200 Antivan crow points away. Oh, he wants to talk to us again. Hey. Oh.
Is that Zara Renata?
Or I could just do this quest instead and get more points.
You guys find.
Oh,
Zara
I could do this
spoke
instead.
to Ilario before she died. Emmrich can talk to the dead. I have to know.
Okay, we might do this first then.
I wouldn't have offered my
Save
skills if I
Emmrich
thought it
till
was
last.
unsafe. Let flame rekindle your sight. Let breath and light rise again. Tell us about Ilario della Morte.
Martyrs. He fooled us both. Elaborate.
You took what he wanted most in this world. More than coin, pleasure, family.
The title of First Talon.
Jealousy is an old story.
Jealousy is a powerful motivator.
I thought he cared enough to grant me a quick death. Why imprison me and risk everything?
An improvisation on this one's part. You had too much potential to die so young.
And Katerina? Did Ilario hire you to kill her?
Ilario used blood magic to control Spite. How? He's not a mage.
Our risen god gives many gifts.
Elgernon? Ilario's working with Elgernon?
Her spirit strong. Haste would be appreciated.
Let her go. We've heard enough.
Ilario be sus. Safe to say Ilario's guilty. I'm sorry for the bad news. Guilty as sin, you could say.
Well, that was pretty damning.
Ilario has much to answer for.
In blood, if nothing else.
What are you going to do?
Take away everything from
Right,
me.
yeah, we want to do this first. I need those 200 crow points. We need them. Right. Can we do it now, though, is the question. Have we unlocked the quest? I don't think I've unlocked the quest. Oh, no, I haven't. No! Okay, fine. I guess we'll just do Emmrich's thing. Well, yeah. We'll do it. I'll change. So it was this one. Was it this one? The feathers? Is this one? It was, right? DeCaster. Yeah. This is kind of the go-to we always go for because it just looks really good. Just like I've used it since day one. Okay. That one's also cool. Let's do it. Let's do it. Alright, Emmrich. Oh, I'll pick up that quest quickly. Good question, Emily. What does prompt Zara, to be honest? Yeah. It's a very good question. Maybe vengeance for wanting to kill Ilario. Maybe, perhaps. But even then, she was said to have hated Lucanis. Hey, baby dragon. Also, why would you trust her if she hates you so much and says that your brother's, lied? Hey, baby dragon. Remember how you said I'd never find a big hoard? You were wrong, and I'm amazing. Come to the hall if you wanted to see my haul. I had to buy a whole new ship just to carry it for my gold and my glory. Oh, how do you say that? Ethelred the Totally Ready. This is a poorly drawn cartoon in the corner of a man flexing atop a pile of loot. Cathranda the Storm Rider of Time. Right, let's go lock in the romance, I guess. Or we could... No, we'll lock in. We'll get to it now. Enough teasing. This is the story of Emmrich and Rook. Let's see what happens, eh? We could just wear Mournwatcher armor instead. See how that fits T-Swiss. Mournwatcher will probably be Reputation or Tortured Poets. Probably more Tortured Poets in terms of an era. Then you've got the Grey Wardens. Don't know. The Antivan Crows are Reputation, easily.
I've heard another landscape has been...
And then...
We finished
Lords
off
of
a whole group of
Fortune... 1989, maybe?
They banded together.
It availed them not.
There are whispers.
We'll
from
say the Grey
lands
Wardens could be...
Shall find them.
Not red. No. Maybe debut. And then... The Shadow Dragons. Oh, maybe they're more TPD. Right, Emmrich, we'll be having you. Wait, let me just see the merchant first. I do like Veilguard. Veilguard is a proper brilliant. Hey, okay, we can have that shop up, which is great. Only level 3 though. Oh, we can level up his staff. Jack, make sure you zone in and really experience the romantic content in this quest. Zone in. Real? Okay. Do you know what Veilguard is? Oh, a fine fine specimen. I've heard rumors. Well, he's a spirit. They're a spirit. I know that their model represents the executives, which was sick. But like white, so it was a placeholder. Oh yeah, I don't need to walk all the way there. To quote Emmrich, oh, no one knows what Vorgoth is. Kind of sus. What we're gonna be doing is trying to screenshot some stuff. Right, let's see what this is all about then, eh? Let's see what this romance, how it's gonna start. Let's kindle some flames. Let's resurrect the dead. Let's what else have we got? What other fun puns can we make about romancing Emmrich? A mysteriously tantalizing gentleman, at least according to many players. The bow is sick, isn't it, MG? It's so good.
Now, what do you have to say for yourself?
Did I miss something?
Since we're here to gather flowers for the dead, I thought I'd teach Manfred some plant names.
Aww.
But I just caught him attempting to wade into a rose bush.
Ooh, MG, make one, please. That'd be sick. Be kind to Manfred. I'm not surprised. Be kind.
Emmrich, how could you stay annoyed at that face? Skull.
Oh, Manfred. Whatever will happen to you if I pass on?
Aww.
If?
There's something I'd like to talk about. Do you know what a lich is, Rook?
Doesn't ring a bell.
A lich is a mage transformed into one of the undead while retaining their true, original consciousness. The idea fascinated me when I was younger. For years, I researched and experimented, spoke with spirits and mages. Then, eventually, I found them.
Who?
The Lich Lords of the Grand Necropolis. Necromancers before me who'd transformed themselves into true living dead.
Oh, Emily, that would have been so good. Literally. That's terrifying. You must have been excited. That's trouble. I kind of want to say it because it suits Taylor.
You think that's good?
I was their first living petitioner in some time. The Liches are the great protectors of the necropolis, bulwarks against forces that threaten creation. After years of tests and rituals, they granted me my desire, the right to attempt lichdom.
Hold on. If you become a lich, then all this flirting we've been doing...
Oh.
I should hate to lose your company while I'm still mortal.
Oh?
What would you being a lich be like?
A vast leap. Flesh cast aside for bone, returned immortal for all time.
So mysterious, I love it. Will I be flirting with a skull? So mysterious, I love it.
And you'd be a powerful undead mage with secrets beyond mortal understanding?
A cherished desire.
That's perfect.
No.
Oh, I'd inform you before making any decisions to... Well, questions of lichdom are... Lichdom is an incredible honor. Immortality, prestige, the most hallowed ranks of the Watchers, as well as a chance to be of service past my allotted years. But there are considerations.
There are indeed.
Come.
Taylor just realised how much of a freak she is for Lich Emmrich.
But I've got questions.
Oh, where's Manfred off to, eh? What are you doing? Where are you off to, boy? Eh? Just walking away. Okay. Oh, hello.
Still chasing those wisps?
Right, let's have a look. Take.
Blue creepvine. This will do nicely.
Emmrich, aren't most undead just random spirits inside corpses?
Liches are different. It wouldn't be a spirit acting in my name. My true consciousness would be housed in my departed flesh.
How?
The Order must keep some secrets.
Thank you, AD3. No, it was no feat of my own. It was someone called Sophie. In the description, I have credited her. Really, really appreciate it. She sent me an email with all the sliders to make Taylor Swift. And no mods either. Really, really give her all the credit in the world. Did a perfect job.
Moon blossoms, famed in verse and song.
Smells like perfume. Do liches have a sense of smell?
I've been told that while some of my senses will dull, others will become available. Other than that, I can't say if the flowers would still hold their bloom for me.
Hold their bloom for
Lichdom
you.
serves a purpose. There are dark things in creation, threats to both our world and the Fade. The liches of the necropolis have the insight and the abilities to oppose them.
And you're joining them when?
Certain
Emily.
elements have held me back.
No, I like where your head's at today, Emily. I mean, you can still bone. Tis true, tis true. More flowers for the dead.
There's no ready instructions for lichdom. The steps must be discovered on one's own over years to be fully understood.
Does the spell to become a lich kill you, or do you have to...
No, mercifully, that falls to another watcher. After my death, my soul will be drawn back into my body instead of moving on to whatever lies beyond.
Taylor is so brave, let me tell you. I wouldn't pick flowers from graves. No hauntings for me. No, Emily, do not need to go back to your stall. No, 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 no. We love the banter. We love it.
So, what's holding you back from lichdom?
You.
Even with all my preparations, there's a chance I could die permanently during the rites.
Oh?
What cowardice. The promise of immortality, an end to all my fears, and the final veil stays my hand.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not. You could die. That's awful. Fear of dying makes sense. If you want to risk it, risk it. You could die. That's awful.
Emmrich, you've spent your life preparing for this, and it could still fail?
You say nothing that hasn't hounded me.
No.
Traditionally, candidates for lichdom face one final sifting of the soul. If they avoid it, you saw my old colleague.
Hezenkos? She's a lich?
A half-lich, though that hasn't diminished her powers. Until I stop her plans, I won't possess the peace of mind for lichdom.
Please sneeze. Don't leave us hanging like
Select
that.
the next flowers, Rook.
It's gone now.
So what's a half-lich exactly?
Johanna attempted the rites of lichdom and failed. Stuck in her in-between state, she is supreme.
Permadeath. Emmrich playing on honor mode.
No wonder Hezenkos was shouting so much.
No, she's always been that way.
No. Pick the flowers. Where are the flowers? There are the flowers. Let's get more flowers. No, that was not flowers. That was wood. There are the flowers.
What about the sifting of a soul that Hezenkos avoided?
The spirits of the necropolis judge whether a candidate is worthy of the power and responsibility of lichdom.
How'd she become a lich without it?
I shared some knowledge when we were colleagues. She apparently put together more than I knew. It would be just like her to skip the rituals, the cleansings, the preparations of the soul.
Pick the flowers. What are you doing? I was finding the flowers, DeCaster. Quite tucked away they are. Hello. Oh, thanks, Emily.
For a watcher,
I'm looking
Hezen
forward to
Cuss
seeing
is
this
pretty
gremlin
harsh on
cat.
spirits.
We made
Thank you for
allowances
joining,
because of
Emily.
our
Much
discoveries.
appreciated.
Too many. Spirits are not things to be disposed of.
You really care about them.
What sort of
They're so
painting are you? Are you
susceptible to the world's
acrylic,
whims,
oil?
Rook.
What sort of
Some
method
spirits
are you
are dangerous,
using?
but how quickly most respond to a bit of kindness or care or simple attempt to understand.
What if we just put him out of his misery? No, I'm joking. I'd never put Emmrich out of his misery. We're just taking in the full ambience of the necropolis, understanding whereabouts we are. Obviously, we're in Navarra, but like, what is this built on? You know, are we in a mountain? Are we inside a building of a building of a building? Are we outside in a mountain? Are we etched into a mountain? What does Navarra itself look like? We've only seen a few images. Jack, I swear. What do you swear? Is this flowers? Yes.
For all she's done, I can't condemn Johanna for attempting lichdom. That freedom from mortality, that divorce from fear. And of course, time to read all of one's books.
Of course.
Of course.
But how she's abused her abilities. Are my intentions enough to fare better?
Worrying's a good sign.
Exactly. If you, the fact that you have those thoughts, Emmrich, shows that you're self-aware enough. That's what differentiates you from Johanna. Right, the final flowers.
We have enough flowers. There's something I'd like to show you.
Oh. Okay then. Oh, there's Manfred. Where's he wandering off to, eh? Metallic acrylic, that's sick. Okay, time to lock in. Sit back and enjoy how gorgeous. Well, he told me about the lichdom thing, and I'm kind of not sure now. You know.
Oh, so these flowers are for...
Yes. If you could place them on the graves,
I don't really
please.
know. Do I want to be the man who wants to never, ever, 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 ever die? Never want to paint one ever and then never want to paint one again. Oh, Himalayan Persian. Ooh.
In memory of Rupert and Eleonora Volkaren, they walk eternity hand in hand.
After I became a watcher,
Are we going to
I erected
bone
a proper shrine
on his
to my
parents'
When they
graves?
come to talk, I like to think they listen.
Is that what's going to happen? Like a bit of Saltburn action going
Well, don't be shy. Introduce yourself.
Hello there. Pleased to meet you.
Rook, it's a pleasure. Do you remember your parents?
Some memories are bright. Others are akin to those dim early morning dreams one gets sometimes. Lately, I've wondered what they'd think of our current course, the choices ahead.
Your lichdom?
What would they have wanted me to be?
Good question. Never lonely. Ooh. Doesn't matter. Oh. Hello, RPG Fairy. We are just about to commit to a romance with Emmrich Volkaren. How are you doing? So there's only one thing I can say. Never lonely. Let's do it. Right, let's commit. Let us take a screenshot.
Happy with someone who cares for you.
Aww.
shroud's kiss. I've always loved the legend around this flower. They say it grows on lovers' graves, and that one moves closer to the fade simply by inhaling its fragrance.
Is that true?
It is when I will it, my dear.
Oh?
What else?
What a day of unexpected splendor.
Oh. Ah, there's so that's what that little statue's all about, eh? So no, I won't ask the question. Right, so we are committed to Emmrich now. Can we do his quest yet? Because I want to do the Lich Path. I haven't done the Lich Path. I haven't seen it. I've actually avoided spoilers on it. So I really want to see the Lichton Path. Let's go back to the lighthouse and see if he wants to give me the quest. Give it to me. You did indeed, RPG. I hope everything is okay with you at the hospital. Yeah, you came in at literally the... Oh, quest time. Okay. Came in at the moment of locking into that romance. Right, is this going to be the quest?
Rook, darling, I was thinking of spending an evening with just the two of us.
I'd like
Bow
that.
chicka wow wow.
Wonderful. I've made all the arrangements at the necropolis. We'll leave whenever you're ready.
Back we go. The Flame Eternal. That's the name of the Twin Knights. Not the Twin Knights, sorry. The Dragon Age Day story, the Flame Eternal, which has the introduction to Johanna. Right. Should we ignore the rest of the party? They'll be fine, won't they? We'll ignore them. Let's go back to Emmrich. We're going back to the gardens? Yes, we are. What was the point of even leaving? Right, back with Emmrich. Here we go. Emmrich is looking forward to hosting a private dinner down in the necropolis. Well, I hope everything goes okay, RPG. Fairy.
How did you find everything?
Best meal I've had in a graveyard.
What did we eat? What did we eat?
One advantage of being senior staff is requisitioning the kitchen's better cooks.
You did that just for me?
I'd hoped the evening might impress. The amount of work on you worries me, Rook. Responsibility exacts a toll on the body.
Don't you worry about Taylor Swift's body. She is in fine condition, Emmrich. I can handle it.
Relax. I'm fine.
I do ask that you at least avoid putting pressure on that stiff left wrist.
It's a little stiff. Impressed you spotted it.
Well, I am familiar with the finer points of anatomy.
Oh.
It's good we made time for this. A couple should get to know one another in comfort.
Time to dig into our feelings?
I'd be delighted if the mood moves you.
No thanks. Politely decline. You're my first partner ever. She definitely isn't, but we'll say it anyway. Oh, you're up there among dates. Favorite color. What attracted you to me? But yeah, this is an actual date. What attracted you to me?
Devastating charm aside, what do you like about me?
Apart from the compliment of your interest?
Come on.
Darling, it's gratifying a fresh-faced adventurer noticed me at all. And your spirit does charm, but there's also something quite indomitable about you, Rook. It inspires.
Aw, thanks.
They had beans. Yes, RPG. See, I don't know. That's not really Taylor, though, the caster. We're not really... Taylor is, you know, like... We're role-playing Taylor here, and... You know?
What's your favorite
We'll say
color?
it. We'll say it.
Well, can I only choose one?
Burgundy.
Let me guess.
Green.
Black? Green. Yellow, but like a bone yellow?
Lilac.
Of course you went into a flower.
Ah.
It's such a pretty shade of purple. It brings thoughts of spring.
Ah.
And what's your favorite shade of color?
White, purple, but darker, gold. Taylor, we'll go for gold.
Gold. Not the coins, I mean. Just the way the light hits it.
The king of metals. The Watchers wear grave gold in acknowledgement of our own deaths.
I noticed. Hard to miss.
You're my first partner ever. It's not true, but we'll say it.
Okay, so, Emmrich, I wanted to tell you something. You're my first anything. I've never been with anyone romantically.
Huh?
We can move slowly. And I'm glad you chose me.
It's been good so far.
Oh, excellent.
Let's move on.
Anyway, should we enjoy the garden?
Certainly.
What happens when you say you're among there? You're up there among dates.
They're wondering what we're up to. Wisps are ever attracted to the gardens.
Like you?
The Fade is close here. As are spirits I count as guides and friends. Beyond that, I feel there are mysteries past our comprehension. Something beyond the weft of magic or deepest Fade.
Oh.
When I'm fortunate, I spy suggestions of them here.
Oh, we're gonna play I Spy now. Uh-huh. You get reflective here. Oh, you get.
You're so philosophical around flowers.
It's the purpose of the gardens, to lift our thoughts to something higher and finer than we are.
Like that.
Sometimes, my dear, I think you indulge me.
When I'm in the mood.
Oh. So the caster said that the energy is very different with Bryony, who is the English VA. I can imagine. Yeah, the energy is definitely different with Erica, which is why I did want to do Erica, to be fair. But yeah, definitely a different vibe all around. That was cool. I'd never seen that before. I like that. My favourite shade of green is Emmrich. Lots of Emmrich love in the chat. Love to see. Is Emmrich's favourite companion in the Veilguard? Anybody have anybody else that they love in the Veilguard besides Emmrich? Emmrich's my fave. And this is my first time romancing him. No quest from him yet. I actually can't... Oh, he's over there. What we'll do then is we will go talk to Lucanis. Because I would like to get some Antivan Crow stuff. Please. Please. Oh yeah, I also need to upgrade the bow. Upgrade the bow.
Ice, light and blood. Another blow to the gods' dwelling.
Where is it? It is... I probably can't upgrade it because it's already... Okay, great. What about enchanting it then? Emmrich Supremacy! It doesn't do any particular kind of damage currently. So we will do charged bow attacks, because I am charging it quite a lot. Lucanis. Emmrich is just super close to dethroning him, though. Ooh. Well, we are going now to do Lucanis' quest line. If this is the quest, I think it is.
Rook, you're here.
Is something wrong?
Biago and Dea sent word. They have information about Ilario. Whatever it is, they wish to speak away from Treviso, away from anyone who might be listening. They won't put more to paper. I need to meet with them as soon as possible.
Let's go, because I need some Antivan Crow points. Meet with the crows. Oh, it's so close. So close to getting this level 4 merchant. We can do it. Oh. The bell tolls. We'll go for this one, eh? Critical applies chilled. Critical applies necro. I like to freeze enemies. Freeze. Meet with the crows. Oh. Return to Docktown. Docktown? Okay. Really? Right. Well, this must be the... Maybe this is the quest that you get when you side with Treviso. Let's have a look. What we'll do though is we'll go here.
Have a look and keep my stores full.
No valuables, of course.
Safe.
Yeah, the week. We've done nothing in the Docktown. Literally nothing. Right, where are they? Yeah, look at all the quests here. Like, damn. Okay. Sorry, Nev. I do think Emmrich has the best quest line. His villain was 10 out of 10, and I was in ugly tears by the end. Emmrich actually has a choice that has weight as well. Right, let's make sure this is the right one. That is, yeah, that's Lucanis. A piece of news brings the conflict between Lucanis and Spot. Okay, so I haven't done this quest before. So this will be a good one to see what it's all about. Experience a new content for a change. Both times in this stream with Emmrich and now this quest line with Lucanis.
You found something? About Ilario?
Possibly.
What do you mean, possibly? You have something or you don't?
It's Caterina.
We don't know that for certain.
Tell me.
I've got my eyes on Villa della Morte. One of them brought back one of Caterina's rings.
It had been thrown out with the trash. Ilario would never do that. He'd at least pawn it somewhere.
You think it's a message?
You think Katerina threw the ring away as a message that she's inside the house?
Her opal ring. Lucanis, you know what that means.
She gave that ring to my mother. It was the mark of her favor. House Veilguard killed my parents and sent it back to Caterina to demand she surrender the seat of First Talon. She's alive. Ilario, you idiot.
Oh.
We need more eyes in the villa to say for certain.
Ilario would tear the city apart searching if he'd lost this. How could she be alive? What is he thinking? How am I supposed to deal with this?
We need to plan a rescue. The sooner we get Caterina out of there, the better.
It could be a trap. We have to deal with Ilario first.
He could still kill her if we move against him. Maker knows what's in his head.
V, you're too pessimistic for your own good. Reason with him, Lucanis.
I thought I had a clear shot at my target. What if I go after him and
Literally, DeCast, I was thinking that.
Help us.
Like, And I mentioned that in my review as well of how much little content I got with Lucanis and Spite, but yeah, it's definitely why. Us meaning you.
Help us? Sounds like you're the only one getting to speak here, Spite.
I can't get him out. We're trapped. Come.
Oh, okay.
What did you do?
Oh.
Is this the Fade? It seems different. It isn't like those fragments of Solas's past in the Crossroads either.
Lucanis is here. Always.
Hello.
Behind locked doors. I can't break through.
All right. Let's go get him.
I was supposed to have a useful demon, and instead I have a useless abomination. Wonderful!
I know this place. It's the ossuary. The prison we freed Lucanis from.
Freed? No. We've always been here.
Right.
Oh.
It's not the real ossuary, but it doesn't seem like a memory either. Lucanis is in here somewhere, right? He's... what? Where they kept his blood?
Yes, go there. But the locks everywhere. I can't touch them.
How do I get past the locks? Turn myself into a mouse? Fight a bunch of giant spiders?
By getting past the guard. It's a prison.
Right. What was I thinking?
The cliffs. Oh.
Still fighting? Tiresome. There's no point, you know. Nothing awaits you anymore. You're long dead.
Ah, great. Yeah, literally, Neela. Yeah. That's brilliant.
Nobody's here.
Of course not. Rook can't be here.
Me? Why not?
You open doors. You don't close them.
Katerina was first done. This is Crow business. We can handle it.
You should be grateful to give your life for the Magister's research. What an honor!
Oh, hello.
Rock, did you forget our deal? You were to bring my grandson back to me.
I did.
You brought me an abomination. Where is my grandson?
Tenderness and terror. Rage and relief. Old stale fear of disappointment.
This is the Fade. So this Katerina is... a spirit? Something like that?
No, Lucanis is mine. They won't dare. Thoughts live here. Ideas, feelings.
She's his idea of Katerina then.
Yeah.
Katerina, Lucanis is trapped. But I think you're part of his way out.
Your love can free him. He's in your shadow. He thinks he failed you. He thinks he failed you.
Lucanis thinks he disappointed you. With that chaining him, he can never be free.
Is that what you want? To release a demon?
Lucanis is the one who's trapped. By the idea he failed you. But you know he's not to blame.
My poor boy.
Oh.
Envy is the rarest of all demons. Most challenging to cultivate. The conditions must be perfect.
Oh, got a little note here. What if I go after him and get Katerina killed? All I have left. The Warden's
Magister
Tower.
Zara was far more benevolent than you deserved, Crow.
I should have let myself fall asleep. This was my mistake. Spite is here. Oh, hello, Harding. What are you doing here? Hey?
Don't worry, Rook. I've got my eye on the prisoner.
You've conjured up a friendly face, Lucanis. But your real friends and allies need you, in the real world.
Rook, are you sure Spite isn't tricking you? What if there's no Lucanis, just the demon?
After a year in the ossuary, you might believe that. But you're no demon.
Look around. This isn't the mind of a human being, let alone an Antivan Crow.
It's still Lucanis.
You're the man you were, Lucanis, even buried in this pain. No demon would punish itself like this.
You really shouldn't trust anything you find in the Fade.
I trust you, Lucanis, and I trust myself to get you home. Let me.
You know that's the kind of attitude that's gonna get you killed, right?
I'll risk it. I have a master assassin on my side, don't I?
Just be careful.
Oh, another thought note.
I can't.
You'd have to kill me and Spite would die.
You're home.
Couldn't you simply die already? This experiment has gone on for far too long.
Oh, hello, Nev.
Hey, Rook. Should you be here? Can't say it's the safest place in the world.
Stomach-churning excitement. Dread with a hint of hope. A long way to fall.
Somehow I thought Lucanis would think of Nev as being more... Tevinter.
Tevinter? People come in three kinds. Family. Enemies. Contracts.
I hope that's just Spite talking. Nev, you need to let us pass.
You know how he is, Rook. Even if you open the door, Lucanis won't walk through it. This is where he wants to be.
Unfortunately, I'm stubborn. I want to see what we're going to say.
Well, I'm not leaving until Lucanis is all right. So we might be here a while.
You really think you can help him? You're such a sap, Rook.
I think it's time you stood aside and let me try.
Definitely a really interesting quest that feels weird to have cut without the choice thing, because it is this entire Spite dynamic and going at the Fade. It's quite pivotal.
You become next, I wonder.
I mean, it literally is Lucanis' questline. I didn't want you to see that. Again, I'm not like this. I cannot be like this. Does anybody know what this quest is cut out with if you side with Emmrich? What do you get instead? Is there even a quest that you do get, or is this just one that you just only get with Teresa?
You wouldn't have to do this anymore.
She came after me. She came after Katerina. She will come for you too. Cousin, what about you? Hello.
Rook, you're too good to be wasting your time in a place like this. Forget about my cousin.
You don't get
You've
anything.
Got much more important things to worry about,
Thanks,
don't
Stocaster.
you? You've got the weight of the world on your shoulders. Sharp, jagged edges. Hurt with every
That is ridiculous.
grief and relief. Hope and anger mixed.
Lucanis, you don't owe Ilario a second thought, much less a supporting role.
He put us here. You've got to leave this be, Rook. You turn my cousin loose, it's only going to cause more grief.
What have we got here? Grief for who?
I think Ilario will be feeling that grief. Right, Lucanis?
You know that Katerina had 5 children? 8 grandchildren. All dead now, except for Lucanis and me. Last time the Grows fought a war of succession, House de la Morte lost everything. Except the seat of First Talon. This time, we fight ourselves. What will be left then? You think you'll survive? Your friends? Your cause?
Ilario's a true coward. Don't let him speak for you.
This scum doesn't get to speak for you, Lucanis. Everything that's happened is his fault.
Is it? Are you sure of that? Do you really think he made a deal with a demon? He's not even a mage. Or do you think maybe he just found the one there already? He'll carry this prison with him forever. And he'll fill it with corpses given time.
We need out!
Yeah, it just feels weird, if not silly, to cut an entire pivotal part of someone's character because of that choice without even giving any content for Treviso. Sorry, Manrafis. I know there is a Manrafis big thing that you do get, which is a dialogue sequence between Dorian and Miveris Talani, but like to cut out this quest is crazy because that's not even related. This isn't even related to Treviso. This is related to Lucanis' character, so it's an interesting choice. You deserve a better cousin.
Imagine what you could do without hearing his defeatist words in your head, Lucanis. It's time you evicted him.
You have no idea what the consequences will be.
Whatever they are, Lucanis, I'll be there to help you.
But we're more like brothers, Katrina told us both in We're Brothers.
Get one of you back, only to lose the other.
And now we face Lucanis.
What are you doing here, Rook?
There you are, thank goodness.
Lucanis.
I have not moved. There's nowhere to go.
You see? He breaks our agreement. His mind is still here. He wants to stay here, so he keeps me here!
Mierda! Why would I want to stay? Even in my head, this place is a nightmare.
Right, but it's a nightmare you already defeated. I get it now. As bad as the ossuary was for you, it was better than the alternative.
What alternative?
The ossuary, Zara. You could solve those problems with a blade. But healing again? Living as an abomination? There's no simple answer there. And if you fail, you could hurt the ones you love.
No! This is not...
Oh.
Damn it, Rook! Make him leave!
He will eventually.
He's trying to leave Spite. It's complicated. Mortals can't just change ourselves. It takes a lot of time.
Rook, you're right. There has to be a way through this. It's just so much. I cannot see how to begin.
Start small, you and Spite. Figure out a goal you can both agree on, then make it happen.
A contract?
Yeah, Lucanis' voice actor is fantastic.
Call this an alliance. But on what terms?
Punish Ilario. Save Katrina. We'll go save Katrina.
Didn't you just learn your grandmother was alive? What are you waiting for? Go rescue her.
That's true.
Fighting crows?
And anyone else that gets in our way. Do we have a deal? We free Katarina together.
Together, we will fight!
Hey. Yeah, that was absolutely needed for, like, the entire thing. Because the big complaint I had in my review was the fact that there was none of this.
Rook, are you alright?
No Spite resolution.
What's the matter with the two of you?
I was lost in thought.
I blank out when I'm strategizing. Lucanis is used to waiting for me. How long were we standing here?
Just long enough for it to get awkward. You're sure you're alright?
We're fine, Taya. Don't waste your worry on us. Can I trust the two of you to keep an eye on Ilario? If he starts anything, I want to know about it.
I was going to do that anyway.
You're planning something.
I'm getting Katarina back. But Viago is right. We need more information before we move. Ilario panicked when I came back alive. If he panics again, he could actually kill her this time. We'll only get one chance at this.
what thoughts did you have that you wanted to say? Hev, you said you'd share them once I finished it. Yeah, that was absolutely needed though. Like, I don't get why that was not in the game for everybody. I get trying to make it balanced in terms of giving Treviso and Marafis separate plot lines. Like the Dorian and Miveris one, I won't spoil just in case. And this, but like the Miveris and Dorian one is related to the city of Docktown, whereas that wasn't related to the city of Treviso. That was just related to Lucanis' character. And I didn't even get any Antivan Crow points for it either. So like that was just straight up, you know. Yeah, I got no Antivan Crow points. That was just straight up for his character. So it's a bit weird to cut that. Not a bit weird. It was weird to cut that. Is this a conversation or is it a quest? It is a conversation. We'll have this conversation while we're here. We may as well.
Hey, Rook. I'm around if you need me.
Yes, you are. Seems like it's lagging. Got an audio lag there. They just cut content to make it feel like all was a choice. Hi bye, Chloe.
There's dangerous fanatics, then there's Aelia.
Yeah, it's true though.
She's loose in Docktown, and we're in the dark.
What's the plan?
The threads in Aelia's Venatori are at war.
Yeah, literally,
That
Emily.
might slow
Yeah, you
Aelia
don't get
down,
it.
But until I know her plans, I need to hear whatever information.
Instead, you get a cutscene with Miveris and Dorian about a key choice, but you do not get that quest line because I made a big deal about it in my review, and the reason why is because you get the spite resolution in quotes with Lucanis only if you save Treviso. If you don't do that though, you don't save Treviso, you don't get the quest, which I think is ridiculous. You're worried about Rana.
You're worried about her.
I'm worried about everyone. Tired enough to admit it.
MG, I always hear it as Dogtown too. I always say Dogtown.
Gratitude, yet here we are.
Come on, darling.
Literally, what in the hell,
Aelia's a
Emily?
pain for both of
Literally.
us. You know I play nice.
We know people in this town. Neighbors. When they don't turn up on the rounds, we notice. Aelia used the threads for dirty work. Stolen relics, muscle, spies. These people, they disappear.
And you don't know where to.
Aelia's good at covering her tracks. That's why you're here. I've got names of missing people, including those hardly anyone noticed yet. All yours.
It reminds me of the Templars and the Mages and Inquisition, where you get separate stuff. But at least with those two massive choices, you get like so much more nuanced choice, dialogue, cutscene relevance to it. With meeting Dorian first, Redcliffe, and going there, then following that quest line, then having Cole introduce you to the Templars and saying what went wrong. So then, you know, meeting Cole at the Templar quest line, his whole exposition, how he introduces himself to the picture by entering your mind, then having Dorian come in at the last second to tell you about the Venatori, taking the mages. There's a lot more ambiguity there, and they are very well done in Inquisition, whereas this just seems like they had a plan to go with, and they had to cut content to make the choice seem somewhat significant. So it's a bit ridiculous. They probably had a greater plan to go down the line with. They probably had something that they wanted to do further, and then they probably ended up creating the project and went, oh shit, we can't do this. So we're going to have to cut that and just make it work. Content is super long, cut. If you save Treviso, you help Lucanis make peace with spite so they can come together and work together. If you save Marafis, Lucanis is hardened, but he never makes peace with spite, which is exactly what happened with me. He never leaves his mental prison. He stays there, and he and spite are at odds forever. Except this is only a deduction, because if you save Marafis, they just never talk about it. Yeah, that's just why I never knew about the whole prison thing. What they should have done instead is change that quest just slightly, so that when you get to the end, Lucanis doesn't agree and you change his mind, he stays hardened. You can't change his mind, sorry, he stays hardened. Why would you choose to cut a huge part of his quest line? It's so lazy to me, because people who don't save Treviso might be so confused. Literally, what happened to me my first time playing it, and also to the point where I got to my review, when I was reviewing it, I was like at parts, the middle point of my second playthrough as my mage, and I didn't get to this quest. So yeah, yeah. Maybe this is why you can't romance him if you choose Manrathis. He's still in that mental prison forever. Literally, yeah. Because he stayed hardened literally throughout the entire playthrough for me. That is ridiculous. That's generous, I guess.
No catch? Now that's friendship.
Isn't it?
This is war. We find Aelia, we kill her. Give the cult something to think about. You find her, you do the same. Dogtown's ours.
See, Dogtown, it
To
sounds like to
Dogtown.
me.
From the people who breathe
To
it,
Dogtown.
bleed for it, no one's got its back like we do.
To doing whatever it takes.
To whatever it takes.
Good to hear.
We should at
To
least have
home.
some kind of like alcoholic beverage there, right? Like some wine, something. You know, one of my biggest beefs was how just Lucanis didn't care about Spite and just got on with it. I was like, what? Like there was the origin, there was the missions, there was the conflict towards the start and the middle of the game, and then it just disappeared. And I was like, what? And then we dealt with the quest line that his character quest line. So yeah, interesting that they did that. Very interesting. I think we will call it there though, folks, as we are pushing the 2.5 hour line. We got to do what we wanted to do in terms of pushing the Emmrich romance and then dealing with some Lucanis and stuff that I haven't seen before. A lot of new content there in regards to the Emmrich romance that I haven't done. The dating meal scene, the dialogue exchanges there, and then that entire quest line with Lucanis there, which was really cool to actually see. Thank you all for also establishing what that was all about, the crack about Treviso Manrathis not getting that content if you side with Manrathis, which, yeah, it's crazy. Really, really insane that they chose to cut that. Dogtown, full of all the puppies you could ever want, hug and pet. That would be great. All the Mabari Warhounds you could ever want to pet. We will be back next week, where we'll probably be jumping into the Arlefan Forest for this quest line, and then picking up other companion quest lines as well as we plow on with the second act of the game. Hopefully, we will get some new armor. We are so close to getting that 4th merchant. Hello, Hev, you have said my name. Jack. Thank you, Neela, for joining. Much appreciated. What are your thoughts on the snippets? Oh, of the Emmrich romance scene? Oh, it's lovely. It is absolutely lovely. I love the softer tones. I like the well-written dialogue. Yeah, it is lovely. Thank you for bringing up your spirits. Oh, RPG Fairy, happy to help. Hope everything is okay with you, your tests, and the hospital. Really hope that everything is okay in that regard. Yeah, no, but no, the Emmrich romance, it's lovely. It is lovely. I want to see more of it. But I love his dialogue. I love the nuance of it. Yeah, nice and soft. I like that. Like the whole whining and dining in the graveyard or in the gardens, as it kind of more so is. It's lovely. Even just walking around the gardens as well is nice. What I am interested to see though is this Lichdom choice, because I haven't done the Lich choice yet. Now we can talk about it. No, he established it. I haven't seen it. I don't know what it looks like when it happens. I've only seen a few pieces of fan art, so I do want to. I am excited to do that, which is why I'm trying to push that the most. Does Emmrich want to talk to me yet? Because then once he does, no, he still doesn't. So that's why I want to maybe push the main quest a bit next week, just so I can try and get more of Emmrich, because I really, really, really want to do that quest. But yeah, no, I am really excited to see that Lich choice, and I love the fact that he just straight up says that in terms of the romance part of, well, Rook says it about the whole flirting. So yeah, I am excited by that choice. Emmrich's romance definitely seems to be it feels like to me, and let me know if I'm wrong, that there's a lot more work in that compared to others in terms of the choices, the whole Lichdom quest line, that the big choice that we're going to make in that regard. And also just the content, the nuanced dialogue. Emmrich doesn't go off about the same thing like everybody else does. Emmrich actually has a personality. He actually has a multifaceted conversations that go from law, Lichdom, Manfred, to, you know, loads of different things as opposed to the job, the Via de Fara, the Vadas de Thalin, sorry, or, you know, Turlum, or, you know, whatever. Yeah, so Emmrich is brilliant, sweetheart, and I am excited to pursue that and see what the hell this Lichtenstein path is going to take. But yes, thank you all so much. We'll be back next week with Dragon Age Taylor's version. I hope you all take good care of yourselves as well, and I will catch you all later on. But until then, yes, I will see you later. Have a lovely morning, evening, afternoon, or wherever you are if you are watching this VOD. And I will catch you all later.